Aziz, Shalom, Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum salam. So, here it is. I said a few videos back that this is divide and conquer. And what I mean by divide and conquer is that there's going to be people who believe in the mask against those who know the mask is nonsense. Again, if you haven't heard me before, I'm saying it now. I have a medical background. I was trained. I was a phlebotomist. I understand and know how viruses work, how I was taught. Viruses do not go through the air. This is pure silliness. And if your common sense hasn't told you that this is nonsense, then I don't know what to tell you. I myself, I don't wear a mask anywhere unless I got to go into a store and buy my water and my things that I need. So my back's against the wall when it comes to that. And hopefully God will not judge me for that. But it is accepting the mark of the beast when you put on that mask. Because you are believing what the news says and you're not trusting what's in your heart. And your heart is common sense. Common sense is God. God telling you, letting you know God's sense within you. And many of us are ignoring it. But of course, many have no God sense at all. And this is going to turn into a big clash. It's happening right here in front of us. For those who thought you'd never see it, here it is. We've lived to see the day, the end, or the beginning. Either way, it's man. I mean, it can't and will not go back to normal. I mean, this is a good excuse for people who are ignorant and already mean to even be more mean and more ignorant. And that's exactly what is happening. I was with two brothers the other day in a hallway, and a white woman came through and she acted as if we had guns on us. She wanted us to move out of the way so she could walk down and she would not pass. You should have seen this woman's, I don't know, her act. It's just an excuse. It's an excuse now to really say it, especially for black people, because the news, NBC, nothing but crap. See that? Nothing but crap. Tells everybody that we need to wear masks. If I tell you, man, I don't know. I can only tell you that we need to attack the news, not the police, not the government, the news for spreading misinformation. This is treason. The cops are are going against their constitutional oath. And the people don't have any idea that they have constitutional rights. After this, I'm going to show you Nancy Pelosi, that bloody demon, caught red-handed. You see what I'm saying? They're telling us to put on the mask, and they're not putting on masks. So they're getting caught doing this, that, and the other, while people are getting jailed for opening up their businesses, even jail for not having a mask. Boom, yo, I'm telling you, I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight. I'm going to throw up my fist and fight. If someone tries to tell me I have to and forces me. And some of you who don't, you're a bunch of punks. All right. You bent over. You are the reason what's wrong with America right now, because you're not paying attention to the so-called conspirators, and the conspirators have it correct. At least the conspirators have been on your side at one time. They were ignorant and they woke up. And now what they're trying to do is wake up the ignorant ones. We can see your side, but you clearly can't see ours because many of those who believe in the mask are not searching it out correctly. They're not searching for the right material. They just keep trusting what NBC and CBS, bullshit, tells them. So there will be counter protesters against the protesters, against the government. And that is divide and conquer. Here for you to see first.
earlier in the hour, but as you can see behind me now, we're here at near Jefferson Square Park. There are militia members as well as counter-protesters that are, getting into some heated discussions over here. No major clashes so far, but there has been some heated arguments. They've been kind of pushing each other down the street. Now they seem to be having a productive conversation, but Alex, this is something that local law enforcement as well as the Kentucky National Guard is monitoring very closely. This is some far-right militias that have been here.
This is what they want. They want us to fight. National Guard.
Gathered a little earlier.
See the lady with the gun on her?
They have been,
we have a right to carry guns, y'all. I'm gonna go get my own license. I'm gonna work on it because we're gonna go into violent days. They're coming.
Throughout the afternoon as we await the Kentucky Derby to start. So right now things are relatively peaceful. They're just talking at this point, but the concern is what happens in a few hours if these tensions continue to escalate.
Let me ask you, Gabe, are they talking between each other? Are these groups talking together? Or because by the pictures that you're showing us, it seems these two groups are kind of at opposite ends of the street, and you're kind of standing.
And mind you, presenting this on YouTube is going to give those who are already bad-minded an idea to do this specifically. Now, that's what this is going to do. Now, all over the country, you're going to start seeing counter-protesters, those without masks, with masks. That's what this is going to do. That's how powerful this tool is. That's how powerful the news is. It spreads the idea, puts the idea into your head, and then a few people will think about it and get it. They will manifest it. It's coming, y'all. I'm telling you, it's coming. Since this has not stopped since what, April or May, whenever when did this start? I think in April 11th. Oh man, it's not stopping, and they don't care. Here, let it finish.
In the middle there, do you find any sort of discussion, constructive discussion going on?
There was some heated discussion a few minutes ago, and I'll tell you, Alex, we were at Churchill Downs and then drove back here. A little over an hour ago, we had been here, it was very quiet, but these group of militia members had traveled from a park about 5 miles away, gathered in a park right by the stadium here in Louisville, and then marched over to Jefferson Square Park where we had seen a lot of the protest activity. They have been talking in heated discussions back and forth, but it's kind of it's a very fluid situation in the sense that they start yelling at each other, then there is some small bit of constructive conversation happening, but then tensions start to escalate. Right now we're just seeing one of the protesters, hard to tell on which side, they just kicked a car here, and these are militia members with weapons. I guess the concern is here, Alex, is that since there are so many weapons, all it takes is just some provocation.
Yep.
And actually, right now we are seeing police.
It's not just
here coming here, and you can see them trying to get in between both sides and trying to keep the peace. So this is still very early on in the afternoon, Alex, and you can see the tensions already starting to escalate here. Again, no major clashes so far, but this is part of the police presence that we have been hearing about. The Kentucky National Guard. This actually seems to be state police, if I'm not mistaken, and Louisville police as well. That is here trying to kind of establish a perimeter and separate these two groups. So that's kind of the situation here, Alex. Again, this is Jefferson Square Park, quite a ways away from Churchill Downs and the Kentucky Derby, but certainly tensions in this city are extremely high right now.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks.
Inshallah. May God be with us all when this goes down. Inshallah. It's gonna get ugly, folks. Get ready. Inshallah, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm dead wrong.